an avalanche of offense. The first 2 games of the series setting up a rubber game between number 21 Maryland and Illinois, receiving votes in the top 25. Cannot wait to get this one started. Glad you're with us. Connor Onion with former big leaguer Scott Pose. And we build this all week as maybe the biggest series in the Big Ten to this point. It's delivered. 12 home runs combined, an extra inning game, and now we get a rubber game to decide first place. And Jacob Campbell cranks that high, and he's admiring that all the way out toward the street. Home run, Jacob Campbell. And this game is tied.
And to me, that's what makes the changeup the toughest pitch to hit in baseball.
That's crushed out to right. Schreffler going back, and that ball's out of here. Kellen Sarver on a hanging breaking ball. 3-run shot to make it 4-zip Illini. In Kirschipper's words. Matt Shaw after the first pitch, out to right. Dallegale back at the warning track and makes a leaping catch. Hello, Lou Boudreau, slamming into the sign out there. Danny Dallegale without number 2. Out to right center again. Ethan O'Donnell on the chase, and he dives to make the play. So everybody's taking their turn in the Northwestern outfield. And Kelly slaps the first pitch deep in the hole at short. Shaw circles on it, throws on the run to first, and he got him. More strong defense up the middle for Maryland. Matt Shaw. Not much to change in this Maryland lineup. They've got the reigning Big Ten Player of the Week, hitting 7th, Bobby Zmarzlak.
That tells you how deep this lineup is, and this lineup has put up some numbers today. And can they continue today? It's definitely going to be a challenge.
So the typical Sunday starter, now pitching on Saturday because of the doubleheader, is Riley Gowans, and he's working on an ERA under 4, anchoring this rotation on the weekend for the Illini.
Well, he's got a power arm and a live fastball. The question is, can he control it? And he's got to be able to locate, but this Maryland team can really swing it. So location's going to be key. And if his off speed can keep him off his fastball, then that's all the more better for the Illini. He's developing consistency. He was all Big Ten freshman team last year. But that off-speed is going to be key to keep this very aggressive Maryland team off of his fastball.
Yeah, Scott, you say all Big Ten freshman team. Graphic shows it there, too. 3rd-year freshman. part of that, the COVID eligibility rules, but also 2 years recovering from Tommy John surgery for Gowans to get back. Wonderful story to see him back and pitching well.
Well, he's back and pitching well, and he's got that live arm, and he's coming back stronger, so he's going to be all the Terrapins can handle in hopes of, or at least if you're hoping for the Illinois side of things.
So offense heavy first game, a back and forth second game, and off we go in game 3 with Gowans spiking one to Luke Schliger to get the nightcap started in this doubleheader. So Schliger had the bookends of the offense for Maryland in game 2 of the series. 4th pitch of the game, leadoff home run for the Terps. Then he had the game-winning hit in extras. Gowans blows it past him, and it's strike 1.
Well, there's the example of that live fastball that Gowans has, and he really powered that through the zone and had some late life and carry.
Gowans on the 1-1 to Schliger, and it's fouled off.
Schliger wants that one back. That was a fastball right down the middle, and he fouls it straight back. Watch his reaction. Oh, he wants it again. And I can't repeat what he said, but yes, that was a good pitch to hit. And Gowans got it by him.
Not safe for work. So we slam on the keyboard if you're the stenographer. This is bounced back through the middle and played by the shortstop Haza, and stretched by Sarver for out number 1. So Schliger just missed, and Haza on the next pitch makes the play in those baby blues tonight. Sleek look, they go with those on the Sundays now. Back end in game 3 here tonight. Cam McDonald, Taylor Jackson, and Danny Dallegale in the outfield. Brandon Comia over at third base. Haza, who had the opening play out at shortstop. His double play partner, Brody Harding. And it's Sarver getting his first start of the series in the field at first base. And Jacob Campbell receiving Riley Gowans tonight at catcher. So relatively mistake-free series. That's what you expect from an Illinois team defensively. We've seen it again in the first 2 games. As Gowans falls behind the 2-hitter, Bubba Aline.
Well, all Bubba Aline did in his last at-bat was go deep and add 2 more runs to the total that allowed Terrapins to take game 2. He's getting locked in.
Hitters count. And takes it, bottom of the zone for the strike. You nailed it, Scott. Slow start to the series for Bubba Lean. Didn't have a hit last night. With his final 3 at-bats in game 2 of the series earlier today, produced runs. And big home run in the 13th was the big swing, and he clubs that to right. Dallegale back, and on a line that's up against the fence. And Lean can burn. Jackson gets it in quickly and holds him to a double. So the back end of this series for Bubba Lean, he's torching him right now.
Well, he got into a fastball count, was sitting fastball, and got one middle in. Going to get that foot down, the timing, and the full extension. And once that ball's hit on a line with some backspin, it's just a question, is it going to stay in? This one does. Short hops the wall. A Lean at second. In the first inning, Maryland already threatening to score.
Ended up being a favorable Illinois bounce, going right to the center fielder Jackson. If not, that's an extra base at least for Lean.
On, Nicky.
So Nick LaRusso standing in, looking for his first hit of the series. And he swings and misses. So 13-9 in the first game. Saw 7 combined home runs, including that one you're talking about from Lean, and that's why.
Well, this is a hitter's dream. When you see the flags playing like this, not so much for the pitchers when they come to the park, but when you see the wind blowing out, flags are stiff, that's good hitting.
4 Maryland home runs, 3 for Illinois. And LaRusso slashes that one foul for strike 2. And it's not like these offenses need much help in driving the ball out of the ballpark, too. There's some serious thunder in both dugouts.
And it's been on display in these 2 games. I mean, this has been that heavyweight fight. They have good pitching, but offense has been the rule.
Well, it's been the guys around LaRusso in this series for Maryland that have driven in the runs. LaRusso going through his first slump as a Terp. And that backs him up from Gowans. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, we're seeing a consistent theme from Illinois. Last night, they really wanted to command that fastball in and get it underneath the Maryland hitter's hands. And it looks to be the same MO as Gowans tried to bury that fastball in and keep LaRusso off the plate.
That worked great for Kirshipper last night. On his way to 8 strikeouts. There goes a Lean from second, and that's too far up and in. So that's what you were just talking about, trying to work up and in with the fastball, but it got away from Gowans.
And Illinois got a break there. Lean had an incredible jump. He's stealing third easily, but this ball hits LaRusso, and that makes it immediately dead. Lean has to go back to second. It keeps the double play in order for Illinois. I guess it would have been in order anyway with the runner at first, but nonetheless, Lean's not 90 feet away instead of at second base.
A pass ball, wild pitch, doesn't score a run now.
That's exactly right.
There's the break for Illinois. There's Matt Shaw. That's high and in. Lean was halfway, maybe even a little bit further than halfway when that ball was released. He might have been into third base, stealing that bag standing.
Yeah, he had a great jump. And as is the case in many instances where pitchers get very focused on home plate, Gowans hasn't been paying any attention to him.
Shaw gets underneath one, clubs it foul. All right, let's see if that was hyperbole from me on him being in standing. I don't think so. Getting a second look at it.
No, you have one look, and anytime that and you can see right now that Harding is getting in behind trying to get Gowans' attention, but sometimes pitchers will get in a rhythm where they look at the runner once and then look back at home, won't look back again, and that's what a Lean timed.
Gowans gives him a long look this time, and they're good about what they're thinking. You were right on it. He's got to hold him now.
That's coming from the bench. Once the bench sees that a runner's getting that good a lead, they're going to try to disrupt that rhythm.
Lean not going, and Shaw fights it out to right with the wind blowing out, and it's the center fielder Jackson taking over in the gap and making the play with the Lean trotting into third base. So there you go. There's the break for Illinois when that ball hit LaRusso. That's a sac fly. Instead, it just moves the Lean down to third base with 2 down.
Ball up into the wind. It's an adventure for anybody tonight. Jackson does a good job of tracking that down. Puts runners at the corners with 2 outs for the Terrapins.
And Troy Schreffler at the plate. One swap in the lineup for Maryland. It's this spot in the lineup. This is usually Max Costas. And Schreffler moving up from 6th to 5th. And a breaking ball gets Gallons ahead for strike 1.
And there's that off speed to get ahead of this Maryland offense. Try to keep them off the fastball because they'll jump on that first pitch fastball. Maryland's been known to be aggressive early in the count. It's a good sign for Gowans and Illinois if he can continue that.
No red lights ever for the Terps. And green light there. And it's 0-2.
But that demonstrates how important it is just to spin something for a strike, because then it adds something to the fastball that comes after. And Gowans finds himself up in the count 0-2.
Gowans didn't add any off-speed stuff until this year. Became a starter. He was fastball all the way. 0-2. Swing and a miss. That's part of why he just had a fastball. Fastball is really good. Playing up in the first inning. Scoreless frame.